Welcome back to another video on LSTV, people. And today we're going to talk about the manager again. There was some news coming out on Twitter. I've seen that there's some managers that are under consideration and some that aren't under consideration for when Ruben Amorim gets sacked, because they won't be if. But yeah, just leave a like, leave a subscribe, and leave a comment. And let's get straight into it. So, as we know, we lost 3-1 at the weekend, and the tension gets bigger. The pressure is more and more and more on Ruben Amorim. And really and truly, it is a matter of when and not if. Because this just can't continue, man. And I just don't see it getting any better. Especially with the fixtures that we have coming up. Yes, we have Sunderland at home this weekend. Yes, we can win that game. I don't even say we'll probably win, because Sunderland have been good this season. Let's not sleep on them. They've started the season pretty well. But we are at home, so I'm only hoping for the best. But yeah, then after that we have Liverpool away. I'm pretty sure we have Brighton after that. Then Spurs at home. Then I think Tottenham. I'm not Tottenham, man. Spurs. I just said that. And then Nottingham. Sorry. And then Nottingham Forest. Like, yes, Nottingham aren't great, but that run of games is just crazy. That run of games is crazy. So I just don't see it getting any better. So what if it were up to me, I'd leave Ruben Amorim in charge until the weekend, and then sack him for the international break. Just so we can get a new manager with the squad, some time with the squad to really work on things, because it can get really bad. It can get really bad, especially that Liverpool game away from home at Anfield. That game scares me. That game genuinely scares me. We can't have Ruben Amorim in charge for that game. Like, the way the team played against Brentford, if you play against like that against Liverpool, we're going to get beat by a lot. If we go like how we played against Man City, we're going to get beat by a lot. And it can't get any worse than 7-0. Like under Ten Hag. I can say that now. It can't get any worse. But for all we know, it might. You know, we might actually hold 8. We might hold 7 again. We might hold 5. We might hold 4. But regardless, I don't want Ruben Amorim in charge for that game. But yeah, let's just talk about the managers that have been, proposed to take over the job when he gets sacked. Their first one is Xavi. Now, Xavi is a very interesting one. And there's one that I personally like, especially for where the club is. Let me sell my argument to you people. Let me sell your argument to y'all, right? So, Xavi was at Barcelona, right? He didn't even start at Barcelona. He started off in Qatar, I think it was, won the league over there a couple times, then went to Barcelona. Now, when he went to Barcelona were in a transition period. Kind of similar to where we are right now. I'd say actually kind of worse, in a sense. I guess they just have more naturally talented academy players, so they got them by to a certain extent. But they were in turmoil. They didn't have money. They couldn't sign nobody. Couldn't pay people wages. Losing a lot of players. Injuries. Everything going wrong. They're having to use people like, if you know, this guy named Abde at Real Betis. He was starting for them back then. Fati was still there at the time, so, he was doing his thing. Dembele was very good under Xavi, actually. That's where he kind of started to, uplift himself into the player that he is today, winning the Ballon d'Or. And there's a lot of other youngsters in there that were used that are still not at Barcelona now, but have been sold and put around the world. But Xavi is a manager that seems to be able to work with what he has and build on that and develop that. Now, from what I've seen with Barcelona, a lot of the squad that's playing around, he brought through even Lamine Yamal. How could I forget that? He brought through Lamine Yamal. He's the one that gave Lamine Yamal that chance in the first team. So, as a Manchester United fan, we like to see the academy players get a chance. We like to see players from our own homegrown thing get a chance. And I think Xavi will provide that. He'll provide the youth with chances in games and to showcase their talent. And he can develop players that we already have as well. And he'll be able to find a system that can work with the group of players that we have right now. That's what I believe from what I've seen at Barcelona. Now, I'm not saying Xavi is the best manager in the world and should be the only option. But really and truly, from what I just said, isn't that what we want right now? We want to play good football. We want to see young players. We want to see the development of players that we already have. We want to see a cohesive system, and we want to start winning or showing something on the pitch. Those are the things that we want, and those are the things that I think he's provided at Barcelona in that time when he was there. Now, he didn't get sacked because he was some bum or something like that. He didn't get sacked for being a bum, right? He left kind of his own accord in a way, and I guess he was kind of the man before the man. He was kind of the man before the man, right? So Now, when you have opportunity to get Flick, you're gonna take it. You know, Flick is an amazing manager. He's a top manager. So you can't even argue with that. So I guess he was the man before the man. And as weird as it sounds, he could be the case for us too. We need someone to come in and stabilize the club, right? Because at Manchester United right now, we have no stabilization. It's just everything is everywhere. This here, that there. No one knows what's going on. We don't know what, man. As a Manchester United fan right now, we're going to go in Sunderland this weekend. Do you know what team is going to turn up on that pitch? Not as in terms of lineups or anything. I mean mentality. What team is going to turn up on that pitch this weekend? I don't know. We can go. If we went against Sunderland and lost 3-0 at home, would you be surprised? No. Because I wouldn't. I'd be like, this is what this team does. But would you be also surprised if we went against Sunderland and won 3-0? The same way? We never know what Manchester United is going to show up. I don't know what system we're going to play. Like, I'm tired of having that feeling. And we've had that feeling for God knows how long. So that's why I think he can come in and give us those things. Now, it's not just Xavi. It's not just Xavi. There's also Iriola. Now, Iriola's at Bournemouth, and he's done a really, really good job at Bournemouth. They're playing good football. Players seem to like it. They almost got European football last season. And for a club of the size of Bournemouth to almost get European football or even be in the running like that, it's impressive in itself, man. It's very, very impressive. They lost a lot of players over the summer, but this season they still look great. You know, the replacements that they brought in are still playing well. You know, they lost Kirkes, they brought in Choufe. They lost Housen, they brought in Diakate. They lost Domisalanki the other week. They brought in Evan Nelson last season. They have Ben Doak now. They have Adli from Bayer Leverkusen. You know, they make smart signings, right? So as I said, Xavi is a person that can work what he has and not work with a lot, but still do well with it. Iriola's one that can maybe do that because he's in the Prem right now, so he doesn't have to get used to the league really. And he can also make good signings as well. Like he has a good track record of good signings that are good players that can come into the squad if needed and do well. So I think Iriola is also a good option from the managers that have been mentioned. So I wouldn't mind him either. I genuinely wouldn't mind him. Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But yeah, moving on to the next option is Glasner. Now I think this is the most unrealistic one. I don't think this is going to happen or is even close to happening because I'm looking at it from Glasner's perspective. Why would you leave Crystal Palace right now? Like seriously, you're the only unbeaten team in the league, right? You're in the Conference League for the first time in their history. I know you lost Eze, I know you lost Olise, but you're still that's the crazy thing. They lost Eze, they lost Olise, and they're still the only unbeaten team in the league. They beat Liverpool literally yesterday. Like Crystal Palace are doing their thing right now. And if I was Glasner, I wouldn't want to leave that right now. They can go win the Conference League, get themselves into Europa League, get a European trophy as well, on top of winning the FA Cup last season. That is unbelievable. That's unheard of from any Crystal Palace manager. You could literally make history in the world as Glasner right now. So I would not want to leave Crystal Palace. I would never want to leave right now. And even next season, if they get into Europa League by winning the Conference League and finish a respectable place in the league this season, it's like, again, why would you leave? Why would you leave come to Manchester United? Because we don't even know where we're going to finish this season. We can finish 10th. Why would you want to leave up there to come and finish 10th? But Glasner would be great. We already play a back three now, but he'll play in a different way. Because I watched the interview of him. He's very, 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 very adaptable. And that's one of the things that I might criticize Ruben Amorim a lot. He's not adaptable. You know, he's very, very rigid and stubborn in the way that he wants to play. And I understand that he's trying to get it through the player's mind to do it with their eyes closed. But you can't. It's not going to work like that everywhere, right? We need some bit of adaptability. And even the other managers I mentioned, all of them, Glasner, Iriola, Xavi, all of them are adaptable in their own way. But I think Glasner's a little bit more adaptable in that sense. So he would honestly be my top option. I think he's a brilliant manager, man. He even won the Europa League at Frankfurt, bro. Like this guy's a serious man. He's a very, very serious man. But I don't think it's gonna happen. So I think the most realistic candidates are probably Iriola and Xavi as of right now. There was Gareth Southgate mentioned as well, which is fucking crazy, by the way. If Gareth Southgate comes in and is the manager of my club, you see this club right here, I'll be watching them full time. I already do watch them full time, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not paying attention to anything Manchester United is doing if they're going to go and freaking sign Gareth Southgate. If he gets Gareth Southgate, guys, This is turning into AC Milan channel. This is going to turn into like a Premier League overall plus AC Milan channel. I'm telling you. It's going to happen because I'm not watching Manchester United under Gareth Southgate. I'm not doing it. I can't do that to myself. What are we doing here if we get Gareth Southgate? The thing is, he's actually appreciated by people at the club as well. So it's not an impossibility. I think Sir Gareth Southgate is more likely than Glenn Glasner or Areola. And that's indicting to the owners that we have. Like, these owners are just not good, bro. They're doing a terrible job. And Ineos, like, I want to say wake up, but you don't seem to be learning from any of your mistakes, man. It's peak, man. It's peak. But yeah, people, let me know which manager you prefer down below. I already said my preference. I would choose Xavi. Again, for the argument that he can develop with what he has. Might not need to sign too much, can bring through some young players. But you guys might prefer Areola, you might prefer Glasner, you might prefer Southgate. Or is there another manager that I didn't even mention that you want to put down below that you think may be a good fit at Manchester United, you know? Give me some thoughts there. But yeah, people, see you all in the next video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And I hope. Peace out.